Hello and welcome back for another saxophone tutorial from Nottingham Music Excellence. So in this video I'm going to play this lovely piece in the A3 list set for grade 1 ABRSM saxophone, and it's called Däntz. And after I've demonstrated the music, I'm going to say a few words about the technical details of the music and what you need to do to make this sound really awesome. And then after that I'm going to give you an opportunity to play along with the accompaniment yourself, so get your Bluetooth speaker ready. I have uploaded 2 different speeds as well, so choose the tempo that suits you the best. Hope you enjoy the tutorial. Here we go. Okay, so we've heard the music. Let's say a few words about the detail and what you need to do to make this sound really fantastic. So I think this kind of reminds me of one of the baroque pieces in the previous syllabus actually. I think it was the A1 piece, and got that baroque sort of feel going to it. I think these are not the easier choices in the list. I think this is quite tricky for grade 1. I think this will suit the pupils that can really drive, have got a good sense of their own internal rhythm. I think you don't really get, although the piano does kind of play with you, I don't really feel that the piano is like a lot of help on this one as such. I think you've really got to be able to drive the music and really sort of drive the rhythm yourself. At the end of each section, I think there is a really clear and obvious place where to breathe on this. You know, when you get to those dotted minims, like at the end of bar 6, and then at the end of bar 10, there's an obvious kind of slight, like cadence point, if you like a musical ending there, and before you start like the next phrase. So I think the breathing is okay on this one. But just make sure, you know, as in with a lot of these baroque pieces, make sure the dynamic contrasts are really super clear. So really black and white, piano, forte, although it does actually start with an MF, but I think it's generally either a confident sound, a big sound, or something, something a bit more delicate. And let's just talk about the phrasing detail slightly. So notice the piece starts with a staccato note. I mean, this, it doesn't sound like much, but for grade 1, just that ba ba da, just getting off to the right start. I think this goes back to what I said about having sort of like the rhythmic confidence with this piece and able to, be able to really drive the music. I think it's one of those pieces where you've got to really show the piano the speed at which you're going to play it. So you've got to kind of breathe that beat. So I would kind of stand there. I'd be thinking 1, 2, 3, bum, bum. So I think you've got to really sort of take that last breath in the speed that you're going to play the music. It's kind of a bit tricky sometimes to put like old head on young shoulders, but so try and breathe, try and indicate to the pianist that the speed that you're going to play it at. So you're going to breathe that beat. And then hopefully should be all clear. You do tend to find with a lot of beginners, a lot of younger players, just trying to get them to start clearly, or they find it really difficult to just kind of breathe that beat really clearly, and I think when you make a point of it, it makes them feel even more uncomfortable about the whole thing. How they're going to actually sort of achieve to demonstrate what speed they're going to play out at. But anyway, you kind of work that out for yourself. But I think it does need that kind of clear indication of what the tempo is going to be. And also with the phrasing detail, I think with the tonguing of these notes, I think notice most of these notes are tongued, aren't they? There's just the occasional pair of quavers that are marked slurred, but nearly everything is tongued. But I think full length notes here and quite light on the tonguing. You don't want it to sound sort of too heavy or aggressive. I think quite sort of baroque and quite stately, you know, is kind of what you might say the theme is. So on, like, say, on the second full bar there, where you can see, don't want it kind of, don't want it too sort of detached and spiky. I think that can be quite baroque, kind of full length in the notes, and just lightly tongue it, even if you're playing with a bigger sound. So there's just a bit more. I think the longer you can play the notes, it just gets a little bit more tune out of it and just makes it a little bit more melodic. And I like this bit at bar 11 actually, where we get back to the forte again. It just kind of hits the right notes on the instrument there, doesn't it? I think use that moment to kind of really make the instrument sing. Get over the top of your nerves a bit, get your sound out there. And now here at the end it says poco rit, so just a little rit. I think on this recording, actually the one that I followed, there is quite a noticeable rit. It's perhaps a little bit more than a poco rit, but a good old baroque rit here on the last two bars. So I think if you do that rit, it just sounds, I don't know, there's just something about that rit that makes it sound a little bit more baroque. So just to reiterate there, just on some of those details, so I think that staccato crotchet, just use that staccato to lift the start of the phrase. So bum, and it just makes it, I think that is the essence of like really getting that dance over, isn't it? So just make sure that that staccato is like a lighter note, and then it leads to the beat note, which is the beat 1. So bum, ba-dum. So just make sure it is that note that's on beat 1 that sounds like it is beat 1, and make the short crotchet nice and light. Okay, so I think that's all I need to say on the tricks and tips and the detail of the music. So just be really clear with the dynamic markings and the phrasing detail. Have a go at playing along with the accompaniment yourself. Now I have uploaded 2 different speeds. So there's the speed that I played it at, which I think is a good speed for grade 1. And I've also uploaded a reduced tempo version if you're in the earlier stages and you want to just play it a little bit slower, use that track. So choose the one that suits you the best. Have a go at that, and best of luck for grade 1. Take care, bye.